What's up, guys? Luna Wolf MXS here. Wolf's down here chewing on a bone, so you might hear something in the background. I wanted to hit on the Malignaggi. I have a hard time pronouncing his name. The Paulie McGregor beef they got going on. I'm going to get to these videos eventually. Subscribe to my channel and request a reaction video, and I'll react to it. So I put it on the board, and then I react to it, and it'll be uploaded at a later date. So you'll get a shout out, all that good stuff. Conor McGregor released photos. What's funny is the only photos I saw him release were the ones where he's like backpedaling away from Paulie. He's kind of up in the air away from him. The other one I saw was where Conor's got his hands behind his back. That's the only two, because I follow McGregor. I know people are like, oh my God, you love McGregor. I follow Mayweather as well. I follow a lot of fighters, but I follow McGregor, so I get updates on Instagram when he uploads a photo or Twitter or whatever. Those were the only two photos I saw. There's these other two photos they keep talking about, which I need to go back and look and see if it's on the McGregor page or whatever. But Paulie's basically mad because McGregor released these photos. One's of Paulie on his back with Conor standing up. Paulie says he was tripped, which I kind of believe that. Maybe he was pushed down or whatever. I don't really think he was knocked out. You know, maybe he was, but I'm saying I don't think he was. Also, there was the other one where he's eating an uppercut. I'm going to be posting these pictures so you kind of see what I'm talking about. But there's that one where he eat an uppercut, and Paulie is talking about how McGregor, you know, like at first, the first two sparring matches, I think it was the third sparring match that Paulie decided to quit and leave the camp or whatever. The first two matches when they were talking to Paulie, he's like, yeah, he's got, you know, real power. Not oh my God power. It's that famous, not oh my God power, but he definitely gets your attention. All that stuff. I think that McGregor did really well against him. A lot of people are making fun of some of McGregor's sparring videos that he released earlier. And they're saying that he looks stupid, like an idiot. He's not going to release videos of him for real sparring, like game plan sparring. You know what I mean? Because that would be stupid. He's not going to release videos of his game plan. That'd be extremely dumb. But what I take away from it is that McGregor knows what he's doing, and Paulie confirmed that. Paulie confirmed that, hey, he knows what he's doing. This isn't some just bum getting in the ring with Mayweather. He knows what he's doing. But now that those photos got released, Paulie's all like, hey, man, release the whole fight, he's kind of saying that, hey, I beat you up, basically, by saying, hey, man, release the whole fight, the whole video of the fight, and not just where you pushed me down and that one uppercut. I'm sure there's some bad photos of McGregor eating a shot, because, I mean, anybody gets punched, even if it's close, your face is going to do weird things, like, you know, and you would look bad if it was frozen and put in a photo or whatever. But I don't know. A lot of people are hating on Paulie for quitting the camp and all that stuff. I kind of feel bad for him because it seems like which he had to have known this, because Paulie talked a lot of smack about McGregor, and then they brought him in. And people were saying, man, it was a hitman job, basically. They brought him in just to beat him up. How are you going, you're a professional two-time world champion, how are you going to just go in there and get beat up? So that's a dumb argument with they brought him in basically like it was a hitman contract, and they were just going to beat him up. I don't see that, but I feel bad for Paulie. I think McGregor wanted to bring him in and use him as publicity. He wanted to bring him in and get a couple good shots on him and release some photos, you know, to kind of show the world that, hey, look, I'm beating up a two-time world champion. Paulie's retired, but he's not that far removed. People are talking about he's old and retired. That's a stupid argument, too, because Mayweather is old and retired. So if you're saying he got beat up or whatever because he's old and retired, you're kind of insinuating that Mayweather's going to get beat up because he's old and tired. So that's stupid. And Paulie, like, just retired. So it's not like he's been out of the game. A lot of these boxers don't just quit boxing or training just because they retire. Maybe years down the road, yeah, they'll quit. They'll be like, I'm too old now. I kind of feel bad for Paulie, but at the same time, I don't. It's almost like, man, you kind of knew what you were getting into. Because McGregor said, you know, his famous line he's going to come in, we're going to have a proper knock, meaning they're going to fight. And apparently they did 12 hard rounds with a real referee. So I think after the Mayweather fight is done, I guarantee they'll release that fight. Everybody wants to see that fight. It's gotten so hyped up now, everybody wants to see that fight. And also, this is kind of smart on McGregor's, on his side. Because if McGregor beats Mayweather or loses by decision to Mayweather, this kind of sets up something else that Conor can pursue. He could pursue a fight with Paulie. And don't say that's crazy, because he's fighting Mayweather, one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time. So don't say him fighting Paulie down the road is crazy. That's less crazy than him fighting Mayweather. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you think he did Paulie wrong. I kind of think so, but at the same time, it's like, Paulie, you kind of knew what you were getting into, so it's hard to feel 100% bad for him. But y'all let me know in the comments. Also, subscribe to the channel and request a video, and I'll react to it. Don't matter what it is. I'll react to anything. I've mostly been doing fights, but it ain't got to be fights. It could be like a motorcycle crash or something. I don't know. But appreciate y'all watching. Check me out on SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, and also check me out on the street. I got cut off before I could say streets, so I'd like to take this time to tell you, check me out in the streets. The streets.